My stepdad's 50th birthday party starts in 1 hour. I'm supposed to walk in as a guest. But Mom's real plan: announce my eviction as his birthday gift. Live, for 80 guests to film. Her friend Amanda warned me they hired security to drag me out. His kids are taking bets on when I'll cry. The cake says, "Finally free from the parasite." My ex is there with her camera ready. Mom keeps texting, "Don't be late, wear your best suit." She has no idea Amanda told me everything, or that I've been revenge planning too. Sitting in my car now, they want their viral moment. Oh, they'll get it. "You're 30 minutes late already, Daniel. You think this is a joke? You think I don't know what tonight is really about?" I shot back, leaning on the hood of my car, phone pressed to my ear. "It's about family," Mom snapped, her voice sharp as glass. "Stop making everything about you." "No," I said, steady. "This is exactly about me. You just wanted me to be the punchline." There was a pause long enough for me to hear the hum of voices and clinking glasses in the background. Then Mom's voice returned, colder. "Don't ruin this night. I'm Otillo. Daniel Price." 26 years old, sitting in my parked Honda Civic outside the rented banquet hall in Oak Brook, Illinois. My hands are cold, but not from the January air, from the kind of adrenaline that comes before a storm you've been waiting years to start. For the past 2 years, I've been the quiet one, the one who swallows anger, bites his tongue, takes the hit. Tonight, I'm done swallowing anything. The family members. Mom, Linda, 62. Loves control, hates being challenged, master of public image. Stepdad, Roger, 65. Retired firefighter, everyone's hero, except mine. He moved in when I was 12 and turned our home into a competition for his approval. Emily, 34, my half-sister. Perfect in their eyes, married with 2 kids, zero empathy for me, once called me a practice child. Trevor, 32, stepbrother. Roger's son, works in finance, smug, enjoys my failures like a spectator sport. Amanda, Mom's friend who actually has a conscience, called me 3 hours ago. Told me the big surprise for Roger's 50th, he started celebrating his birthdays later to stay young, was going to be my eviction notice. Read aloud as a joke in front of 80 guests. Cake included, finally free from the parasite. Parasite. That's what Roger calls me when he thinks I can't hear. I paid rent. I paid half the utilities. I bought my own groceries. But because my name wasn't on the mortgage, they figured it'd be funny to toss me out. Live. I texted Amanda back one sentence. "Tell them I'll be there." The screen still glowed in my hand long after I hit send, like it was daring me to turn around. I didn't. Instead, I stayed in my car, watching through the frosted windshield as strangers and family alike swept through the banquet hall doors. They were all dressed in expensive fabrics, in shades of gold and black, the Price family's unofficial color palette for big moments. Tonight was supposed to be a celebration, but it felt more like a firing squad assembling. Through the glass, I could see Roger already in his throne, a circular table near the stage, the guest of honor spot. His arm draped casually over the back of Mom's chair, a champagne flute in the other. Mom laughed at something Emily said, her smile too wide, too rehearsed. If only they knew the kind of night I had planned. My hands gripped the steering wheel. It wasn't just adrenaline now. It was years of swallowed words clawing their way to the surface. 2 years ago, Roger's heart scare shook everyone, or at least that's how it was painted. While they sat in the hospital swapping old firefighter stories and posting updates online, I stayed home to handle the boring, unglamorous reality. The mortgage payment was overdue. If it didn't go through by 5 p.m., the late fees would snowball into something worse. I remember sitting on the edge of my bed, calculator in one hand, debit card in the other. $4,200. My entire emergency savings, gone in a single transaction. But I told myself it was worth it. For family. When I brought it up 3 months later, Mom's voice turned ice cold. That's what family does. You help without keeping score. Funny how that rule only applied when the debt ran one way. That was the day I learned the Price family motto: gratitude expires when it's owed to Daniel. Amanda's warning wasn't the only gift the universe handed me. 2 weeks ago, Trevor, smug, careless Trevor, sent me an email meant for Emily. Subject line: "You'll love this." Attached was a scan of a withdrawal slip, $27,000, from Roger's pension. Withdrawal date: the day after my savings mysteriously vanished to cover the mortgage memo line. Linda. At first I thought I was reading it wrong. Then I realized it wasn't just neglect. It wasn't just casual cruelty. It was theft. I dug deeper. The account number matched Roger's casino loyalty membership, the one Mom swore he'd canceled years ago after beating his gambling habit. Turns out Roger didn't beat it. He fed it. With my money. The banquet hall smelled like expensive candles and catered roast beef. I walked in, my suit pressed, my jaw set, heads turned, but not out of joy. It was that quiet ripple people make when they can feel a storm coming. Roger was mid-toast, his voice booming with fake humility. And none of this would be possible without my beautiful wife, Linda. I didn't wait for him to finish. "Before you read that eviction letter, Mom," I said, my voice cutting through the room, "let's talk about the $27,000 missing from Roger's pension. You know, the same week I drained my savings to save your house." The clinking of silverware stopped. Conversations froze mid-sentence. Roger's smile faltered. Emily blinked, confused. Trevor's eyes darted to me, then to his phone. "Want to forward that email to everyone here, Trevor?" I asked. "Or should I make a group chat?" Roger slammed his champagne glass down so hard it cracked. Mom's face went from pale to crimson in seconds. Amanda, bless her, lifted her phone and started recording. Gasps spread like wildfire. Roger tried to speak, but the words wouldn't form. Emily whispered, "Is this true?" Nobody answered her. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't need to. I just placed my phone on the table, the email open, the evidence undeniable. "Here's your family moment," I said. "Exactly like you wanted, just not the way you scripted it." Roger's hand shook as he reached for the phone. I let him have it. It didn't matter. Amanda had already backed up the files. I walked toward the door. No one stopped me. Emily called my name once, not with an apology, just confusion. Roger's voice chased after me, low and venomous. "You'll regret this, maybe," but I doubted it. Outside, Amanda caught up, her breath visible in the cold. She put her hand on my shoulder. "Daniel, you just changed everything." The January wind hit me like a slap, sharp, bracing, real. I drove back to my tiny one-bedroom, the one I'd quietly put a deposit on while they still thought I was trapped. My lease started next week. The future wasn't glamorous, but it was mine. I made tea. Sat by the window, watched the Chicago lights flicker against the snow. For the first time in years, my chest felt light. I didn't know if Mom would ever call. I didn't care. Roger's threats meant nothing now because tonight I learned the difference between revenge and freedom. Revenge is about them. Freedom is about me. And I was finally free. If you were in my shoes, would you have gone inside? Would you have exposed the truth or walked away in silence? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your stories. If this hit you in the gut, hit that like button so more people see it. And if you've ever stood up to family betrayal, subscribe. We share the stories people try to bury, because sometimes telling your truth is the real revenge.